let us study what is mean by resonance energy. Okay, so resonance energy is represented by symbol ER. E for energy, R for resonance. Let us see first what is the definition or what is mean by resonance energy. So see the difference between delta HA and the sum of the mean bond energies for the most stable canonical structure is called resonance energy of the molecule and is a measure of its stabilization by resonance. Okay, now see, this is the difference between HA, delta HA. HA means what? Enthalpy of atomization. You have studied in standard 11. It is enthalpy of atomization. Now what is meant by enthalpy of atomization? It is enthalpy which is associated to the process of atomization, formation of atoms from molecule. For example, suppose this is a chlorine molecule which is in gaseous state. Okay, chlorine is diatomic, right? So this is one molecule of chlorine in gaseous state. Okay, it will undergo dissociation and two atoms of chlorine will form, Cl plus Cl. This is a molecule and these two are atoms. So from chlorine molecule we have got these two atoms. So these two atoms are formed over here. So this is the process of atomization. Understood? So the enthalpy which is associated with the process of atomization is called as enthalpy of atomization. Understood? So this is the difference between enthalpy of atomization and sum of the mean bond energies. Now bond energies and bond enthalpies are same. Understood? We have studied in 12th standard bond enthalpies. So what is meant by bond enthalpies or bond energies? So this is the energy which is required to break a particular bond in 1 mole of gaseous molecule. Understand? To produce gaseous free atom or radical is called as bond enthalpy or bond energy. Understand? So this is the sum of mean bond energies for the most stable canonical structure. This is bond enthalpy. Understand? So here also this molecule will break and two atoms will form. So this is the difference between enthalpy of atomization and sum of mean bond energies or enthalpies for the most stable canonical structure is called as resonance energy, and it is a measure of its stabilization. Okay, now let us see formula of this. ER means what? Resonance energy is equal to delta HA, enthalpy of atomization, minus sum of energies of the bond energies. Okay, now in case of benzene, you know benzene, right? This is the structure of benzene. Okay, see the structure of benzene. Okay, and this is equivalent, same structure I have shown you over here, but here I have shown carbon and hydrogens. Okay, which are here also, but here they are not written over there, but here I have written detailed structure. CH double bond CH, CH double bond CH, single bond CH, double bond CH. Okay, alternate double bonds are there. Okay, so we have to find out resonance energy of benzene. Okay, so let us find that by using this formula. Okay, so let us find first sum of mean bond energies or mean bond enthalpies of most stable canonical structure. So this is the most stable canonical form, and let us find first sum of bond enthalpies. Okay, now what are the types of bond involved over here? First bond is carbon-carbon bond. Okay, carbon-carbon bond is there. Now here carbon-carbon double bond is there. So carbon-carbon double bonds, how many are there? 1, 2 and 3. So number of carbon-carbon double bond is 3. Now carbon-carbon single bonds, how many are there? 1, 2 and 3. So carbon-carbon single bonds are also 3. Now we have to find out carbon-hydrogen bonds. Okay. Now how many carbon-hydrogen bonds are there? CH, 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 CH. So carbon-hydrogen bonds are present over here in this structure are 6. Understand? Carbon-carbon double bond 3. Carbon-carbon single bonds are also 3. And carbon-hydrogen bonds are 6. Okay, now we have to find out bond energies of all three bonds. Sum of carbon-carbon bond energy of carbon-carbon double bond plus energy of carbon-carbon single bond plus bond energy of carbon-hydrogen single bond. Okay, so let us write that summation of enthalpies. Okay, so what we can write? Let us write first. How many carbon-hydrogen bonds are there? 6 carbon-hydrogen bonds are there. So let us write 6 into energy or enthalpy of carbon-hydrogen bond. Okay, then plus carbon-carbon single bonds are also 3. So 3 multiplied by enthalpy or energy of carbon-carbon single bond plus 3 into enthalpy or energy of carbon-carbon double bond. Understand? Now let us see their values. Their values are given. Okay, so energy or bond energy of carbon hydrogen bond is, let us write first, 6 multiplied by energy is 413.4. Okay, then 3 multiplied by, what is the bond energy of carbon carbon single bond? It is 347.7 plus 3 multiplied by bond energy of carbon carbon double bond, and it is 615.0. Okay, now we have to solve this and we have to find out the answer. So let us do that. So this is the answer. Okay, you can calculate this. 413.4 multiplied by 6, then this value multiplied by 3, this value multiplied by 3, and then add them. You will get this answer. So this is the sum of mean bond energies of the bonds which are involved in this structure. Okay, so we have got summation E. Understand? Summation of bond energies we have got. Now we have to find out enthalpy of atomization. Okay, so see, from experimental thermochemistry and Hess law, enthalpy of atomization of benzene. Okay, this value they have given over here. This value they have found experimentally. Okay, and according to Hess law, the enthalpy of atomization of benzene, which is present in its standard state. Okay, standard state, gaseous state, and temperature is 298 Kelvin. Okay, and the value of enthalpy of atomization of benzene, means this structure, okay, is 5531.9 kilojoules per mole. Okay, now say this formula, ER is equal to enthalpy of atomization minus sum of bond energies. Okay, so we have got E, summation of energies we have got over here, and enthalpy of atomization also we have got from experimental value. Okay, now in this formula let us write this values. So it will become C ER is equal to delta HA minus sum of bond energies. This formula again I have written. Now enthalpy of atomization 5531.9 minus sum of bond energies 5368.5. Let us do this subtraction, and resonance energy is equal to 163.4 kilojoules per mole. Okay, and this is called as resonance energy of benzene. Okay, resonance energy of benzene is resonance energy of C6H6 benzene is equal to 163.4 kilojoules per mole. Understand? So in this way you can find out resonance energy if you know the bond enthalpy and sum of bond energies. Okay, so this was about resonance energy, which is a measure of strength or stability or stabilization of that particular molecule. Understand? Let us see now next Kirchhoff's equation. Okay, so let us see Kirchhoff's equation. This equation gives us the change in enthalpy with respect to temperature. Okay, how the enthalpy changes with respect to temperature, that we have to see at constant pressure. Okay, temperature is changing but pressure is constant. So let us see. So consider a reaction over here. A moles of A react with B moles of B, give us Q moles of Q plus R moles of R. Okay, now you know change in enthalpy is given by, we have this formula, delta H is equal to enthalpies of product minus enthalpies of reactant, right? Or we can write summation of enthalpies of product or summation of enthalpies of minus summation of enthalpies of reactant. So these are the product and these are reactant. So to get the change in enthalpy, what we have to do? We have to add the enthalpies of Q plus enthalpies of R in this product side minus enthalpies of A plus enthalpy of B. Okay, so let us write that. See, product first is Q. So Q multiplied by enthalpy of reactant, product Q plus R multiplied by enthalpy of product R. Okay, so these are the enthalpies of product, sum of enthalpies of product minus enthalpies of reactant. So A multiplied by enthalpy of reactant A plus B multiplied by enthalpy of reactant B will give you change in enthalpy. Okay, up to here you understand? This we have studied in 12th standard also. Now we have to differentiate this equation with respect to temperature, understand, and at constant pressure. So let us differentiate this equation. So see what we will get. See, delta H, this also we have to differentiate with respect to temperature. So what we will write? D delta H with respect to temperature means dt. Okay, but at constant pressure. Pressure is constant, temperature is varying. Okay, now this we have written. Now let us write this. Okay, so Q multiplied by dHQ with respect to dt. Okay, see, Q means number of moles, Q moles of reactant Q. So that's why number of moles we have written outside. Coefficient, reaction coefficient it is. Okay, this Q, R, A and B, these are reaction coefficients. So Q multiplied by dHQ upon dt plus, here reaction coefficient is R. So R multiplied by dHR upon dt. Okay, and both are at constant pressure. So here also pressure, here also pressure. Then minus, these are products. Now we have to write reactants. Okay, here coefficient is A multiplied by dHA upon dt at constant pressure plus, we have to write for reactant B. So B multiplied by dHB upon dt at constant pressure. Okay, so here we have differentiated this equation with respect to temperature. Okay, and at constant pressure. Pressure is constant. Okay, now we have studied that Cp is equal to dH upon dt at constant pressure. Okay, we know this. Yesterday or in last video we have studied specific heat at constant pressure is given by dH upon dt. Okay, now see, everywhere we have delta H upon dt, dH upon dt, then dH upon dt, everywhere dH upon dt is there. Okay, so this equation we can write in the form of specific heat at constant pressure, right? So let us write that. Instead of this delta H upon dt, what we can write? Delta Cp, change in specific heat at constant pressure. Okay, is equal to, instead of this what we can write? ये जो value है, instead of this value we can write Cp. Okay, so here Q moles. Okay, reaction coefficient is Q. So let us write Q multiplied by specific heat at constant pressure of product Q. Okay, this Q I have written over here. Then let us write for next product. It is R. So R multiplied by Cp of R. Okay. Then minus. Let us write for reactants. Here A multiplied by Cp of reactant A. Okay. Then plus let us write for reactant B. So B multiplied by Cp of reactant B. Understand up to here? Okay. Same equation we have written in the form of Cp because Cp is equal to dH upon dt. Okay. So let us see next. Okay. Now from equation number this 4 and 5. Okay. Equation number 4 and 5. What we can write? Delta Cp is equal to dH upon dt at constant pressure. Okay. Now let us integrate this equation. Okay, at constant pressure. Okay, delta Cp is equal to dH upon dt at constant pressure. We have to integrate this equation. So integrating this equation at constant pressure. Okay, so let us integrate this. Okay, delta Cp. Okay, we have to integrate at with temperature T1, T2. Okay, and dt is equal to this is your dH, or we can say delta H. Okay, delta H. So let us integrate this. Delta H1 and higher limit is delta H2. Okay, so here we have integrated. See this dt I have sent on that side. So see this step, just a minute, see this dt is in denominator, will go on that side and it will multiply. So it will become delta Cp multiplied by dt. So on that side only dH at constant pressure will remain. Okay, and that's why this dt is written over here. Okay, so delta Cp we have integrated T1, T2, dt is equal to delta H1, delta H2, then delta H. Okay, now we have to solve this. Now here only I am solving. See this. So this will become delta Cp, okay, bracket T2 minus T1. Final temperature minus initial temperature. This side we have solved is equal to now here. Okay, so this will become delta H2 minus delta H1. Okay, so this is called as Kirchhoff's equation. This equation is known as Kirchhoff's equation, and this equation help us to calculate delta H2 at any temperature T2. Okay, delta H2 at any temperature T2 by knowing delta H1 at temperature T1 and Cp. That means we can find out the value of delta H2 if we know the value of delta H1, T1, T2 and Cp. Understand? We can find out final enthalpy by using this equation, which is called as Kirchhoff's equation. Okay? So let us stop here.